How's it going today there, YouTube? Well, got kind of a special video for you guys here today. I've had something going on in the background for about the last month or so. And yes, I still have a tractor video for you guys. Not pertaining to that W4 at all. It seems to be taking the spotlight all the way along. It's pertaining to this old 1828 that's been sitting quietly in the back corner of my building here all winter long. I kind of pulled the tarp off this morning and took a little look at it and whatnot and wiped some of the dust and whatnot off it. But I want to show you guys something here. About a month ago, I found out that they were doing an article in the International Cockshot Club Spring Quarterly magazine. They're looking for pictures of an 1828 and 2844 tractors. So I sent the message out and sent some pictures, and I wrote a story of what the history of my tractor was and whatnot, like where it came from and who had it and whatnot. So I got featured on the cover of the magazine, and my article got featured in the magazine as well. So I just wanted to show you guys here real quick. Got a nice little thank you card from the club. That looks like the upper rad tank of a Cockshot 80. I'll show you guys inside here real quick. Curtis, thank you for taking the time to send the article for the quarterly. I appreciate the use of your photo for the cover, and here are a few extra copies for you, Deb. Well, that's nice. Thank you very much. Never had this tractor in any magazines before. My grandfather years ago had sent a photo into the Gas Engine magazine of that 80 and 99 that he had. And I want to show you guys the cover here very quick. This is the outside case of the magazine here. Got some neat art on there. Cockshot hart-parr tractors. That's pretty cool. This is kind of a special edition of the magazine because it's 90 years since these tractors came out. 85 years of the Cockshot hart-parr since 1935. Mine's in 1937, the last year for it. And behind this cover, something really neat. Check that out, boys. What do you think of that? Isn't that cool? Very, very nice. They always had a nice magazine here. I've got some back issues from them as well. And I wanted to mention here too, since I was thinking about it at the meeting the other night in Cookstown, the memory here, Richard Beecroft. He was a good friend of mine. I met him at that Bruce's Mill show, I think about 1997. He's been a good friend of mine ever since then. I've been to his place in Cambridge, and he's got one heck of a tractor collection. All Cockshot stuff. He was in Cambridge. Yeah, it says right there, Cambridge. I was at his place one time about 2012. And I hadn't seen him in the last couple years, and I found out last year from Rick Mann he had cancer, and he just passed away here February 22nd. You know, rest in peace, my good friend. Can't believe it. But he had probably about 30 Cockshot tractors and just about every implement, sign, board, anything you could think of. He had everything you could think of. He had buildings and buildings full of stuff. I know he's got a 2844. He's got an 80. I think he used to have a 99 at one time too. But I know his wife Betty as well. So I should give her a call one of these days. I'm thinking they might have an auction sale here maybe later on this year. I don't really want to jump the gun on anything, so to say, but real sad. Like, I've known him for, well, it's been 2020 now. I've known him almost 23 years. There we go. And here's the article here. Cockshot hart-parr 1828 story. I'll kind of try to make it focus so you guys can read the story if you want to pause the video. Then it has down here in the corner to view a video of the 1828 at last year's International Cockshot Club Summer Show in Cookstown. There's a link to the video right there. So that's pretty cool. You got some real nice glossy photos there. Very nice magazine. They always did have a nice magazine. This next page is kind of neat too. It gives you all kind of history. Now, where it has on here white, how it has Cockshot hart-parr in white, that's a 2844. Because my grandfather had an Oliver 99 at one time. It had white letters on it too. Or sorry, my grandfather had a 2844. And I think the early 99s had white leathers too. Another one here, Oliver hart-parr, the Orchard version of these 1820s. I've only ever seen one of them. Only ever seen one. And I've got a copy of this, of that brochure there, but except it's the Oliver hart-parr version. Gives you kind of the history of how Cockshut and Oliver got together. Here's a 2844 cutaway. I always like these cutaways. I got one of these of 1828 in the house there. Very, very nice. It's a very well put together magazine. They always had a very nice magazine. Having a hard time flipping through pages here this morning. I finally cracked my fingernail there and it's about ready to fall off, so. That's the serial number tag. What's that plate? No, serial plate number. 802590. I think this one's 803217, I think is what this one is. Here's some neat shots. Black and white photos of back in the day. There's a 2844. There's another story with this one. When they went to go pick, my great-grandfather and my great-uncle went to go pick this one up from Frost and Woods in Smith Falls way back in 1937. There was a 2844 Cockshut on the round spoke F&H wheels like what this one's got. I've tried for years to try to find one of those 2844s and they're not easy to come across at all. I know there's some 2844s, but they're on steel or they're on 99 rims. Uncle's got one on 99 wheels right now. And it's got 16 9x30 tires on the back, so it humps along on the road pretty good. I took it up to Farmersville last year after I had this one up there. Some more black and white photos. And you got one with a light on it there. Never seen one of these with a light on. I've seen 80s with lights on, but very neat. Very, very, very neat. I used to be in this club at one time. I haven't in several years. Actually, Betty Beecroft signed me up there about 2014. We had the last Cockshut show in Cookstown. I had a little toy display in there. But yeah, hopefully you guys like to see that, and hopefully you guys are entertained by that. Wanted to say a special thanks to everyone at the International Cockshut Club for featuring my tractor in their magazine for this quarter. And who knows what's going to happen next. I might send an article into the Antique Power, because I know Rick Mann in there, and he did a story on the 1828s in the 80s and not too long ago, so I know he's looking for photos for that. He took a lot of pictures of this one at Milton last year, so anyway, who knows what's to come. So anyway, if you guys like that video, please comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks for watching.